Jewish Family and Children's Service has over 12 different programs and services that we offer to address needs of the community. We've chosen the following because we feel that they'll resonate with you because they're current issues that are challenging our entire society.
I deal a lot with children of divorced or separated families, where sometimes there could be domestic violence involved with the parents, and watching hearing about what the children are witnessing is very, very difficult. At the time of the referral, this young girl was turning 13, and she was what we call school refusal. Her anxiety was so bad she was not actually able to get herself up and out of the house and tolerate being in school. So when she first came to me, her anxiety was so severe she couldn't even get to school because she had stomach aches and headaches and was vomiting. She was just describing, I can't even get myself out of bed and get to school. That's how difficult it is. She remembered the other kids being extremely mean to her, and it happens a lot with girls at this age. So not having the social skills and the self-confidence to handle it. So we worked a lot on social skills and self-confidence and how to advocate for herself and how to find the right group of friends. So I worked with the parents and the school and tried to get this young girl back into school, but we realized at some point that it wasn't going to be the best educational environment for her. I educated the parents on what their resources were. They were interested in finding out of district placement in a smaller, more nurturing environment. And so then the therapy and the medications are usually the best course of treatment based on evidence-based research and based on my own experience. My teachers are saying I'm doing well. I have friends. I've joined the basketball team. I'm getting together with friends after school, starting to feel like a regular, young teen her age.
So I chose a certain case to talk about because, first of all, what struck me is that there are two individuals in their 90s. The mother, who was ailing, but still kind of like a powerhouse and still wanted to do everything, and the father, who had Parkinson's, was showing much more signs of physical decline and really needed help, but especially for her mother, to give her the support. So I was just very taken by the couple, their devotion to each other. Part of my role was to get to know them, to have them trust me, feel comfortable with me, and very slowly help her to accept some help in the house. It's just very disheartening the way society and people look at older people, and they don't cherish all the things that they have to offer, their experience, their stories, their wisdom, all the things that they've accumulated over the years. It was an honor for me to work with them, and I actually worked them for about 2.5 years and went with them from the state they were in when I came, which was on the way to declining and losing some of their roles and their physical and mental abilities, to all the way to them dying in their home the way they wanted. They just wanted to be together and die in their home. And a lot of the work was around that and getting the siblings to, understand that and to just allow them and to give them that gift of letting their parents live out their lives the way they wanted.
I remember the first time I started drinking when I was 12. I grew up in a Jewish community, so we go to bar mitzvahs every weekend, and my parents would go out to dinner, and before I'd get picked up to go to those bar mitzvahs, we would start drinking vodka. When you're deep in addiction, the truth goes out the window. When you're talking to people and family, the truth is whatever you make it. That while I was using, I was somebody different. I can tell you honestly, I put my family through the worst pain. With my drug addiction, I was a prisoner. I was a prisoner for many years. I couldn't stop. I wanted to so badly, but the addiction had such a strong hold on me. And when you cross that point where you become physically addicted, you lose control. There's no more choice. I tried rehabs many times, but relapse is a huge part of my story. Not only is it a physical addiction, it's mental. You become obsessed with it, and that obsession festers, and you go back out. I couldn't stop by myself. I tried so many times, but I needed help. I needed IOP, I needed counselors, I needed AA and NA meetings, I needed a network. IOP is intensive outpatient. It's a program where you meet, for me it was 3 times a week, with other people just like me, and it's run by a counselor. We talk about addiction, we talk about recovery, but we also talk about life skills. Putting down the drugs is one thing, but getting back to life is something else, and that's difficult for an addict after so many years of using. If I could go back and talk to myself, I would tell myself to get help. I would recognize right away that I was different from other people, and I would try to reach out and get people to help me. People have started to accept that addiction is a disease, but we need to do more with it. Just like diabetes, it's a disease. I believe that. I believe people need treatment, not incarceration. Most importantly, I got my family back in my life today, and that means everything to me.